Good evening and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Ad. First, I want to thank everyone for subscribing to the channel to help get this information out to more people. If you're new here, I'm not an ex-banker or financial analyst. In today's world, we all suffer from information overload, and I'm here to help you focus on the important details you need to know. Today, we're talking about Ubiquiti, an emerging networking company trying to step up to the big boys like HPE, Cisco, and the like. If you don't have a lot of time, here's the bottom line. Ubiquiti is absolutely crushing it operationally. The business is firing on all cylinders. They're gaining market share. They're in a great position for the new Wi-Fi 7 upgrade cycle. But the stock price has a run so far, so fast, that a lot of the future success might already be baked into the current price. If you're a growth investor who doesn't mind volatility and you believe in the long-term networking trends, this could still work out well. But you need to be prepared for some serious ups and downs. If you're more of a value-oriented investor, I'd probably wait for a better entry point, maybe if the stock pulls back to 350, 400 range. It becomes more interesting from a risk reward perspective at that range. If you're interested in more, stick around. We're going to cover the rest. All right. Ubiquiti. The ticker symbol is UR. Their recent earnings report has been absolutely insane. When I say insane, I mean the stock has gone from around $177 just 1 year ago to over $500 today. That's a 180% gain. But here's the thing. Is this momentum sustainable, or are we looking at a classic case of a stock getting way ahead of itself? Today, we're diving deep into Ubiquiti to figure out if this is still a buy or if you should stay away. And trust me, the numbers might surprise you. First things first, what exactly does Ubiquiti do? Think of them as a company that makes data network in your office, your favorite coffee shop, or even hotels, maybe ones you've stayed at. They make network equipment, routers, Wi-Fi access points, security cameras, the whole ecosystem. But here's what makes them special. They figured out how to make enterprise-grade networking gear that doesn't require a PhD in computer science to set up. You know how Cisco dominates the big enterprise market with their incredibly expensive and complex equipment? Well, Ubiquiti said, what if we made something just as good, but way cheaper and way easier to use? And honestly, it's working. Their Wi-Fi product line has become incredibly popular with small and medium businesses. And now they're starting to make serious inroads into the big enterprise markets too. All right, let's talk about these earnings that has everyone talking. Ubiquiti just reported their Q4 results, and I gotta tell you, wow, the revenue hit 759 million US dollars, which is a 49.6% increase over year. But get this, for the full year, they brought in 2.57 billion in revenue. That's a 33% jump from last year. The profit margins are absolutely incredible. They're operating at a 32% operating margin, which in the networking world is basically unheard of. To put this in perspective, most tech companies would kill for a 15 to 20% operating margin. Ubiquiti is sitting at 32%. That tells me that we've got serious pricing power and their business model is just incredibly efficient. And here's something that really caught my eye. Their market share in the enterprise Wi-Fi sector has grown from 9.2% to 11.7% in just 1 year. They're literally taking market share from giants like Cisco and HPE Aruba. Now let's talk about why I think this growth story might just be getting started. We're in the middle of a massive technology transition right now. Wi-Fi 7 is rolling out, and this isn't just some incremental upgrade. It's a game changer. Think about it. Every business is becoming more digital. Remote working is here to stay. And companies need faster, more reliable networks more than ever. Ubiquiti is perfectly positioned to capitalize on this. The enterprise networking market is expected to grow from about $125 billion today to nearly $194 billion by 2030. That's a lot of money. And Ubiquiti has proven they can grow faster than the market. Plus, this is important. They're not just growing revenue. They're doing it profitably. They've generated $480 million in free cash flow in just their last quarter alone. But hold on. Before you go rushing to buy the stock, we need to talk about some serious risk here. First, the valuation. This stock is trading at 55 times earnings. To put that in context, the S&P 500 trades at about 25 times earnings. So you're paying more than double the market multiple for this company. Now, fast-growing companies often trade at higher multiples, but 55 times is getting into expensive territory. If they disappoint on even one quarter, this stock could get hammered. Second, competition is fierce. Cisco isn't just going to sit back and watch Ubiquiti take their market share. They have way more resources, established relationships with big enterprises, and they're already fighting back. And here's something interesting. There are only 2 Wall Street analysts covering this stock. Most analysts have price targets around $343, which is about 30% below where the stock trades today. That suggests that the professional investment community thinks the stock has gotten ahead of itself. So here's my take. Ubiquiti is absolutely crushing it operationally. The business is firing on all cylinders. They're gaining market share, and they're in a great position for the fall Wi-Fi 7 upgrade cycle. But the stock has run really far, and we need to be very careful with that. What do you think? Are you buying Ubiquiti at these levels or waiting for the pullback? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this analysis helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into interesting stocks. I've got my eyes on a few others under the radar tech companies that I think could be the next big thing. And hey, if there's a particular stock you want me to analyze next, drop that in the comments below. I'm always looking for new ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a minute.